Graeme Jones, Black White Army. Crystal Palace match preview. Welcome back to Black and White Banter, everyone. Not really the first new manager that we expected under this new ownership, Amanda and co. But Bruce is gone. Ashley's gone. This is our first away day since the both of them have finally gotten out of our football club. So there's reasons to be optimistic. We need some points. Desperately need some points. Urgently need some points. Frantically need some points. I could go on. But yeah, 8 games, no wins. The Brucey era in full flow. So obviously we needed that change. Lots of debate about what manager's going to come in. It's looking like this Fonseca. I'm still getting that wrong. I've learned how to pronounce it and I've forgotten again. So he's looking like the favourite. We won't touch on that too much. I think it's a risk personally. I think anyone coming abroad who doesn't know the Premier League inside and out when a team is in a relegation battle is a risk. It's not as if we have a huge squad of fantastic footballers. We've got a decent squad on paper when everybody's fit, first team. But for a new guy to come in, he's going to take time to learn the league, to learn the pace of it, to get to grips with the club, how things are run, the personalities in the club, who fits where. And that's not personally, in my opinion, what we need right now. We need someone to come in and get results quite quick. And that's normally someone who has experience of the league and experience of a bit of a dogfight. But it's only October. Plenty of points to play for. The Watfords aren't winning, the Norwiches aren't winning. So we'll see. But Graeme Jones is in. I'm intrigued to see on Saturday whether there's any change in the team, because we will learn, as I mentioned on the video about Bruce's sacking, we will learn a little bit more about whether Bruce had much of a say in these tactics. Because if things stay the same, then, you know, fair enough. That was Jones's influence. If he plays the 5 at the back, which we expect him to, because that's what he brought in when he came in February, March, when we started winning a couple of matches. I remember it was down at Everton, we won 2-0. We were like, wow, this is the Graeme Jones effect. So I'm expecting his formation to stay maybe the same. 5 at the back. I'm personally a bit sick of 5 at the back. We don't really have the clientele to do it. We don't have those wing backs who are good enough defensively to also get forward. But we'll see. I'm intrigued to see whether he changes things, because if that's the case, then wow, Graeme Jones does have his own opinions that Bruce didn't agree with, and we might see a bit of an upchange in fortunes. Who knows? I think it's fair to say that the players all have the backing of Graeme Jones, that they all back Graeme Jones, should I say. Callum Wilson said it over the summer, which he probably shouldn't have, that Graeme Jones' effect tactically was great since he's come into the football club. I mean, Southgate took him to the Euros. He's obviously a coach worth his salt. Is he a manager? That's the debate. Everyone points to the Luton job. You know, it's not always easy to go to a football club with the likes of Luton, where it's a very competitive league. You know, the League Ones, the League Twos, the Championships, to get up. Not much money. You're always on a shoestring budget, and the games come thick and fast. So is it fair for him to just be judged off that one Luton job? No. But is that the only job we can base it off, because that's the only management job he's had? Yes. So I see both sides, but he's a Geordie. He spoke very well today. You know, he's maybe speaking to get the fans on his side, which I understand, saying all the right things. But he is a Geordie. If I was a Geordie manager in the football club, as Steve Bruce should have probably done more, in my opinion, rather than going against us. I know we didn't warm to him, but he certainly didn't help himself. Graeme Jones has talked about how just a team that works hard, is honest, and grafts the bollocks off is what we look for first and foremost, which is true. I'm a big believer in that. If I see the likes of Isaac Hayden and whatnot putting a shift in, maybe not getting the result, but knowing we've had a fair crack at the whip, that's, you know, a good starting point, and that's what we can ask for as fans, what we expect. So we'll see. There's going to be a feel-good factor with the players. I'm sorry, I don't care what anyone says. Them players did not want Steve Bruce in charge. Maximin can say what he wants in his press conference about him being a lovely man. I'm sure he was a lovely man. I've never doubted that, but St. Maximin did not want Steve Bruce tactically. And he's never going to say that in the press conference. Maybe he's going to say it to his close friends over a couple of glasses of expensive whiskey, but he's not going to say that in the press. Yes, he was a lovely man who signed him. Probably gave him the freedom of Newcastle. You want a day off, Maxi? You're our best player, take it. So I'm not surprised he's saying the nice things he is. But the players are going to be happy that he's gone. Graeme Jones, now he's got a full run on things. The players respect him. Let's see. Crystal Palace, not an easy game. They have pacey players we are going to have to contain. I've seen Manquillo have good games against Zaha in the past on that left-hand side, if that's where Zaha plays. I think it was in St James's Park when Malmiron scored his first goal. I'd say that day Manquillo pretty much had Zaha in his back pocket. I know it's a long time ago now, but we need to contain those pacey players. This Edouard, for them, he's not looking a bad signing at all. They've got that attacking threat. Defensively, we're not looking great, and that's where my worry comes. We've gone to Palace and won before, though. Their fans make a good noise. We don't travel well to London that well, but hey-ho. Shelby's out of the team, so I don't have to worry about him being in there because he would not be in my team in a million years at the moment. We just need a better shift from that central midfield. Against Tottenham, we were so piss-poor in laying glove on the other team's midfield. And Dombele had the freedom in the park. Regular on the right-hand side had the freedom in the park. We can't allow that to happen again, by the way. If I was Jones, I would go Maximin on the left, Jacob Murphy maybe on the right. He's not the biggest in quality, but he gets it, he's full-back, and he supports, he would support Manquillo as well. We cannot have their left-back having the freedom in the park again, like Reguilon did for Tottenham on Sunday. We just can't. It doesn't work. There were so many gaps. The gap between our forward and our defensive line on Sunday was shocking. And if that continues, Palace aren't as good as Tottenham on the break or whatever, but they still have players who can take advantage of that. So we need to tighten up, basically. And Graeme Jones must have known that watching the game on Sunday. I think even Amanda Stavey knew that watching the game on Sunday. Do I think we can get a win? No. I'm going to say no. Graeme Jones isn't going to change that much, I don't think. I think we'll be better than we were against Tottenham, but to go to Palace and suddenly pick up a win, they were very unlucky against Arsenal not to come away with what would have been a very good 3 points. I think we can go for a draw, a score draw. I hope I'm proven wrong. I'm making the long journey down there. I've just finished buttering my sarnies. 5 o'clock in the morning, start on the beers and the pints and the sandwiches. But it's a great day out. You know, Crystal Palace, I was down there a couple of years ago before COVID. It was fantastic. They had the DJ played music in the away end beforehand. So I'm looking forward to it. It's a long old trip down there. You don't go in expectation, you just go in a bit of hope. You enjoy the beers with the lads. And that's what I'm doing tomorrow. Hoping to get a point on the board. We've got Chelsea next Saturday, so a win tomorrow, yes, it's very important if we can. It would give us a bit of breathing space before Chelsea, which is obviously a very, very tough game. But I'm not going to say we're going to go out on Saturday all guns blazing and win. Wilson's back though, and you've always got a chance of getting a goal with Wilson in the team. So I will go Wilson to score first for us, but I'll go for a score draw. As always, Newcastle fans, drop in the comments. Let us know your opinions for tomorrow's game. Let us know what you think about Graeme Jones taking charge and what you think of the potential managers coming in. Look, we're taking over. We're the richest club in the world. Steve Bruce is out. Let's just enjoy it tomorrow. There's plenty more fixtures to get points from between now and Christmas before that beautiful transfer window opens, hopefully, where a bit of this gets spent. And we'll see what manager comes in the next probably week, I would say. Thanks for watching. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep following us on Facebook and Instagram. The support's been fantastic. And hopefully, I might make a bit of a match day vlog tomorrow. We'll see. I'm not a massive fan of match day vlogs because I just like to enjoy myself rather than point the camera in my face the whole day. But we'll see how the bus journey down there goes, and I'll maybe get a bit of content. So, as always, keep supporting our channel, and hopefully 3 points in London on Saturday afternoon. That would be nice.